If you're a working musician or wishing to become one, you should absolutely be active on Instagram in 2019. However, I, like many of my musician friends, have a love-hate relationship with the platform, and in the 4 years that I have spent building my following on Instagram, I've learned a lot about myself and how to survive mentally on the platform. So my intention with this video is to help fellow musicians start to enjoy the process of building a following on Instagram and develop a healthy mental relationship with the platform. My first piece of advice for you is, don't follow everyone. And if you already follow more people than you should, get ready to start unfollowing. Why? Well, the fact that there are thousands upon thousands of incredible guitar players on Instagram is a double-edged sword. Is it inspirational to see such widespread talent? Sure, sometimes. But more often than not, what I have learned from my own experience, as well as from talking to musicians that I know personally about this, is that it leads to constant comparison. If you follow hundreds or thousands of accounts on Instagram, most of which are guitar players that you simply followed because you watched them play and you thought to yourself, wow, he's great or she's great, I'm gonna follow them. Chances are that you're going to constantly compare your level of skill to that of your combined Instagram feed on a daily basis. And this is something that most of us do in a negative way. I've noticed a lot of people in the past couple of years, people that I follow, have been now and then making posts announcing that they need to take a break from all social media, Instagram included, and I suspect that for musicians, this is a big part of that. A guitar video pops up on our feed, we watch it, and instead of feeling inspired to practice, we instead say to ourselves, fuck, that person is so much better than I am. And what do we do next? Put down our phone and go and pick up the guitar? Nope. We continue scrolling through video after video from people that we perceive to be better than us. And we asked for this because we chose to follow all of those people. I think that this has all gotten so much worse since the introduction of Instagram stories. Not only are you overwhelmed by the amount of incredible playing videos in your Instagram feed, now you're bombarded by 5, 10, 15 story posts from each of the 700, 1,000, 1,200 people that you choose to follow. It was all too much for me, and I decided that if I didn't personally know who I was following, or if I didn't know them and their posts added no positive value to my life, I would unfollow them. So that's what I did. I clicked on my following list and unfollowed around 250 people in one sitting. And I didn't do that to be mean or cause offense to those people. Not at all. It was for my own benefit so that I could declutter my Instagram feed and declutter my mind from all of those negative comparisons. And it really has helped me achieve that, as well as focus more on my own content. I would strongly advise you to do the same. And if you're watching this and thinking, oh, that sounds like a good idea, I might try that, but what if the person notices that I've unfollowed them? Well, that's really okay. It really doesn't matter. It's okay to unfollow someone. And if they do notice, well, they'll probably only think about it for 30 seconds before moving on with their life, because let's face it, we all have more important things to worry about, far more important things to worry about than who's following us on Instagram. If someone wants to unfollow me because they've realized that what I'm posting isn't adding anything positive to their daily life, that is absolutely fine by me. If someone follows me because they really love what I post and it inspires them, that is awesome. But if it's the opposite, I'd honestly prefer that you don't follow me, because then you following me means nothing. It's just another number. To add to that, I would encourage you to follow pages that are unrelated to guitar playing. If you're interested in film, follow your favorite actors and directors. If you're interested in MMA, follow your favorite fighters and promotions. If you're interested in comedy, follow comedians. I'm not saying that you shouldn't follow any guitar players on Instagram. I'm just suggesting that you have a think about it before you click follow. Ask yourself, do I really enjoy the type of content that this person is posting? If the answer is yes, then follow them. But if it's a case of you're only following them because everyone else is, you know what to do. trim the fat, and you won't feel the need to take an extended break from Instagram. My next piece of advice is more to do with you as a player, and it's remember who you are. When I started posting Instagram videos in 2016, I fell into a trap. I noticed that there was a particular style of guitar playing that seemed to be the most popular among the repost pages. It's called Neo Soul, and its popularity has skyrocketed on Instagram over the past few years. So much so that players now half-jokingly call it the Instagram guitar sound. If you're not familiar with the genre, go and watch Jack Gardner's parody of the style in a video called How to Play Neo Soul / Instagram Guitar in 7 Simple Steps. That's pretty much it. I felt like in order to succeed on Instagram, I would have to learn to play like that and post neo soul videos to get on all the big repost pages and gain a big following on the platform. So for a while I didn't post many videos because I didn't think that playing rock licks or a country solo would help me achieve that. But once I let that go, once I stopped thinking that I would have to become a different player to succeed, once I started posting videos of me playing stuff that excited me as a player, I saw results. I began attracting followers who were into what I had to offer musically. I learned that despite the fact that Instagram is highly saturated with guitar players, there's room for everyone if you're good at what you do and you're consistent. Don't ever lose sight of who you are musically. Do not fear judgment from other guitar players who might not play in the same style as you do. Post clips that represent you as a guitar player. I can guarantee you that doing anything other than that, pretending to be something that you're not in an attempt to get lots of followers, will only lead you to feeling miserable and developing a very unhealthy relationship with Instagram. The final piece of advice that I have for you all today is avoid the rat race mentality. Repost pages are one of my favorite things about being a guitar player on Instagram. I've been able to build a respectable following over the past few years, and a big part of that has been due to the help of repost pages like Solo Section, University of Rock, and Guitars Daily, who over the years have taken my clips, reposted them to their pages, which have hundreds of thousands of followers, and they have credited me in those posts, which has led to thousands of guitar players following my account. Now, it feels really good when a big page picks up your video and you get a surge of new followers. It's that classic dopamine hit. I get the same feeling every time I upload a YouTube video and I see positive comments coming in and new subscribers and views and all of that. But there is a downside, which is when you've experienced it and it doesn't happen again for a long period of time, you start to kind of panic and think, well, what am I doing wrong here? Why am I not getting reposted anymore when it seems like everyone else is? And Instagram all of a sudden feels like this big rat race with everyone scrambling to get those all-important reposts. I have simply stopped wasting my time worrying about whether or not my next video will get reposted. 2 years ago, I used to obsess over that with every new video, but nowadays, I honestly barely even think about it. I still use the hashtags of a few repost pages because even if they don't repost it, that's a great way for more people to discover your videos. But recently I've found that getting reposted nowadays doesn't have quite the same effect as it did back in, say, 2017. The surge of new followers that I get from a repost now is not nearly as big as it was back then, and I believe that that's simply because Instagram has become so saturated with guitar players. So I guess my point is, continue using the hashtags of repost pages and be grateful for when that does happen and you get a repost and all these new followers, but don't waste your time chasing that and nothing else. Just keep posting good quality playing with good quality video and the followers will come in time. So to recap on all of this, if the people you follow aren't adding any real value to your Instagram feed and your daily life in general, unfollow them. It's fine, trust me. Don't lose sight of your musical identity when posting to Instagram. Post videos of you playing only what you enjoy playing. And don't think of Instagram as a big rat race to 100,000 followers. Just keep doing what you're doing and watch as your following builds over time. That's all I really have to say for now. If you fellow experienced Instagrammers have any points that you would include in this video if you were making it yourself that I didn't mention, leave them in a comment beneath this video. Let's get a discussion going and hopefully take it in a direction that leads towards more positive experiences of being a musician on Instagram. My name is Ross Campbell. Thank you for watching this video.